Did Oh, I did. Nice. All right. Well, well, well. It's finally here. After all the series are done, the last stream before the new year ends, or the this year ends, the new year starts. We're finally here. I don't like the title. What is this? That's right. Read that topic. Read it. I hope I am going to leave for a little bit. After what? 2 years? 2 years and some change. After 2 years and some change of consistent streaming, I think it is time for me to step back and do a little reflecting. Will you come back? I'll talk about that in a second. Probably. Yeah. Basically, I intended to not really talk about kind of the details of my break. I suppose. I but yeah. Yeah, I'm yeah, with the new year starting, right? Um it felt like a good opportunity to sit back or not sit back, but to, like I said, step back and kind of reflect on what I've done, what I done, what I haven't done, what kind of what my goals are in doing what I do, right? Cuz I will be frank, when it comes to streaming, I've been so like I've been so not lackluster isn't the right word, but for like so like freeform. So like freeform with what I do. And not even. I had a pretty set schedule. And I did everything. And I did everything in like certain conditions, right? But none of it was really meant for success. None of it was really meant for like making a living. It was just kind of me, a young me back two years ago, right? Being like, let's just see what happens, and here we are, right? I'm gonna be, I see those DMs, I see it, and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna be so real with you. I'm like, yes, they are good arts. I'm gonna put a boundary here. If you could stop that. Don't spam me with art. You send it to me and I'm like, it is good, but it has nothing to do with me. So for me, I'm sorry. I'm sorry if this comes off as harsh, right? Just like it takes up space in my brain that I don't need there. Yeah. Thank you. You just have to put that boundary there real quick. You'll come back as a sword master. Hell yeah. While you were sitting here doing nothing, I was out there studying the blade. While you were out there being a cop, a soldier. Judging him. That's the worst. That's the worst. But yeah, I don't really intend on talking about my break until really later, right? But yeah, I'm gonna step back and kind of think about my life and things. As time's gone on, I've learned things that I like about myself. I've learned things about myself. I learned things that I like. I learned things that I don't like. I've learned some of the ins and outs of streaming. I really haven't, in all honesty, I haven't really dived that deep into it. At least like the professional side of streaming, because there's like a whole thing. But I think it's better that I think the fact that I did learn what the basis of streaming is kind of important, because it made me realize streaming isn't it's not the end goal for me. I think it's fun and to do it on like occasion, if not a lot of the time. Yeah, no, that's fine. I Where I guess go sleep, dude. Go do what you gotta do. I'll see you not next time. Wow. I'll see you whenever this happens again. Yeah. If you do we will rumble. I'll take I'll see you when I see you again, okay? Bye-bye. I'm cheated. What are you doing here? Wait, is everybody like is everybody like gonna like everybody gonna pop back in all of a sudden? I literally haven't seen you in a year. How you doing, man? What's up? It's always when it's over when people start coming back. I every What if this was clickbait? What if this was clickbait? But yeah, streaming, I have such a strange relationship with it because streaming is such a it's so intense for me, you know what I mean? I know a lot of people just act like, oh, just hanging out with friends or whatever, which is, first of all, shouldn't be true. I have to keep saying this constantly just to reinforce this, because I think this belief is like flawed at best. If a streamer and a viewer will never like, if a relationship is formed via a stream, right? And your only connection to a said person is that you watch them on a stream, you are not friends. You are not friends, period. I have to. If the streamer decides to go a step above that, right, and like hang out with you or like establish that you guys are friends, that's fine. But like if your only interaction with someone is through a live chat and a stream, and that be your only communication, we are not friends. Sorry, I feel passionate about that, but you know what I mean. But yeah, It's strange. It's strange. I think it's gonna be strange as soon as I move into the first week of kind of not streaming. In the I'm glad you say that. Actually, I don't know how long this. I gotta head out. I wish you all the best. Okay, do what you gotta do, man. I'll see you when I see you again at some point in the near future, hopefully. But yeah, I don't know how long today's stream's gonna be. I do intend to just talk. I do intend to just talk about a few things. And maybe clarify what's gonna happen. You know, what are the conditions of whatever break I'm gonna be on. Kind of what my plans are for for like the inevitable future, right? What does that mean? But yeah, yeah, I don't know how long the stream's gonna be because actually today, right? And I don't, you guys, if you guys remember, last Thursday I went out with the boys, right? And I got sick. I'm actually sick right now. It's kind of ironic. The last stream I do before I kind of peace out for a little bit is is me being sick. Not great. I just have a bit of a sore throat and like I had a small fever, but it's okay now. But I do want to like just chill out. But yeah, the thing is I don't really know what else do I expand on, you know? I'm leaving for an amount of time. I guess like what I'm going to do. So when it comes to, okay, I'm gonna be straight up. I'm gonna be like very upfront about this. I'm not like going anywhere else. You know what I mean? I'm not like I'm not going to I'm not, I didn't get hired by a company is the best way to put this. Like I didn't join like another group, you know. This is of my own volition. And you will not find me anywhere else. You will not find me anywhere else. In this very moment, you will not find me anywhere else. Or whatever purpose you might think, or whatever you might speculate. I am not I'm not reincarnating is the best way to put it. You know what I mean? This is just for me. Like I said, to figure some things out. Kind of what my stance is on streaming. Or not my stance on streaming, but my stance on what I want to do in the future. I'm gonna take some time off to reconsider it. Maybe work on some other things that I might be passionate or more passionate about. Let's be frank about than streaming. Because here's the thing about streaming, right? For me, it's so taxing. Streaming fucking takes a toll on me. I only do it 3 times a week, right? But like I can't do that consistently and do other things, you know? Like I think the biggest example like of this happening, of this like kind of this realization, is when I decide to make music, right? When I am working on a song or just like a videos too, I lock in hard, you know what I mean? And that takes a certain amount of energy, right? And especially when I was doing it in between like streams and stuff like that. Like I had a stream one day and I had something else another day. It was so hard for me to sit down, work on something, and be in the right mindset to go into a stream tomorrow, knowing that I was probably gonna feel a certain level of burnt out. You know what I mean? It's from, it sounds pathetic when I say it. I'm sick. Excuse me. It sounds pathetic, but that is genuinely how I work. And here's the thing, as much as I'm grateful for the that I was able to keep up the kind of like 3 stream a week, at the same time kind of schedule, it was by far one of the worst decisions I could have made in terms of my productivity. What would have been better is if I streamed more in a week and then I took a week off. You know what I mean? Instead of the consistency, I think bursts would have been better. You know what I mean? But it was hard to let go of it. It was hard to let go of it. For a lot of like timing things, series had to get done. I have my you only play a game one time a week kind of stuffs. The consistency was always nice for some people. Like they always knew when I was gonna come on. It was nice. It's nice to see people consistently come back every once in a while. See everybody have their like phases when they come in, when they come out. And it was hard to let that go. I think if I do, well, I will come back. I don't want to keep saying like if I do come back. If anything, I kind of don't want to keep people's expectations. Like I don't want people to expect that I'm gonna come back like after a month, because I'll be frank. That is my minimum. Where the fuck did my music go? Oh. What the hell? Wait, did my audio just stop? What's happening? Uh-oh. Also, I don't know how long this stream's gonna be because my new PC and the fucking my audio interface, they just fucking clash sometimes. I think my mic's gonna go out in a second. Oh gosh. Maybe this will be a short stream. Maybe like 2 hours minimum. But how is it already breaking? You guys still hear me, right? I assume you guys still hear me. Anyways, I can do this without the music. You guys still hear it, right? As soon as I see like my mic stop working, that's when it's like all hell breaks loose. But yeah, what was I talking about? It was so sudden that I lost my track. Yeah, I'm gonna be gone a minimum of a month to figure some stuff out. Well, this is like my 3rd time saying it, right? But my main goal in taking this break is to kind of not expand, but to kind of experiment with some other things, right? Within the past like year, right? I've kind of you've seen me do the clips, you've seen me do music. I've I've worked on a couple things for myself and also on one occasion in the VTuber community, right? Even though I don't consider myself as a VTuber. I this is me conserving and saving energy to do that stuff more. Or kind of experiment with it. If I'm being honest, my main goal in taking this break is for growth. I want to work on more growth content rather than kind of this consistent content. Even though, right, it's nice, right? I don't know if people understand that concept of growth content versus like maintaining content. I don't know what the other one's called. But streams, right? Streams perform worse at garnering new viewers than videos do, right? Whether that be shorts or like regular videos, right? They're just worse, period. One, because YouTube was never a streaming platform at first, but two, right? Streaming is its own hurdle. You know what I mean? A viewer has to, if they want to watch a whole stream, they have to take like 4, 5, 12 hours out of their day to, you know, watch a live event that's happening. You know, and that's not, and people aren't even willing to do like 30 minutes of that. So streaming is bad for growth. And let's be fucking frank here. You know, a lot of how people who only stream, a lot of how they grow their community, right, is they use other social media platforms. I'm not doing that. Mainly because I don't want to. That shit sucks. I hate social media. I hate social media. I hate like I hate the idea of having to use a platform outside of this one. You know what I mean? So I've just kind of been in a kind of it's been a plateau. It's been a plateau, right? And yes, there have been times where like viewers have grown. Spiking, you know, like Uncheated, like when Uncheated rated me the first time, that was a spike. I couldn't think of anything else. Probably like I don't even know. Like it's the only spike was Uncheated's. Oh no, when I joined, there was a project that I joined that spiked my subscribers up a bit too. Yeah, I hate to turn this into a numbers talk, right? But it's a pretty big factor in what I'm doing, because let's be frank, I don't have, if I don't focus on this, and if I don't like not take this seriously, like start playing the numbers games, because I'll be frank, playing the numbers game and like being like I should do more of this, or like I've said this before, I don't like any kind of bait. I don't like clickbait. I don't like rage bait. I don't like any kind of that like engagement bait. You know what I mean? I don't like it. You know, and the reason why people do it is because numbers, right? And the system and people that are dumb and rich like numbers, so they give the people who get more numbers more money, right? And you know, people who play the content game, quote unquote, they love baiting. And baiting is like kind of just a part of the thing. I don't want that. I hate that. I actively want to avoid it because it's just like, why would you want something, or why would you promise or not promise something? Why would you blow up something or promise something that you like cannot, like, that's not gonna deliver? you know, or just for the sake of like tricking people. That's what it feels like. It feels like you're tricking somebody, and I don't like that. I don't like to trick people. You know what I mean? Swindlers, taking advantage. It's just not. I don't like it. So, first of all, that puts it the question: if I'm really like, am I cut out for content? And to that, I say, there's a lot of people who do a lot of different content. Oh my god, this is the most I've talked in a while. So, but yeah, there's a lot of different people that do a lot of different content. And are people gonna be able to? Are there people out there that have quote unquote successful careers without doing that? Yeah, it's hard though. You know, you kind of have to. You have to be really good at what you do, right? And have it and be able to present it in a way that's engaging for people in order to, you know, be successful. And that's what I want. But in order for that to happen, the break, it has to happen. The break, me focusing on that has to happen. So yeah, that's one giant reason. Hase, I will work on Hase. Hase's everything else, whether it be his lore, you know, the Weedos, the clips, his music, everything outside of streaming. That's what I'll be focusing on. Though I'll be fucking frank, clipping is gonna be a pain in the ass. I hate clipping. I don't hate it. It's just clipping is another like big like fucking like creative like divot for me, or like a creative like cost, you know. Having to look at a clip, be like, it's funny, but how do I present it is very rough. Like, I don't know when I made those clips. I think I actually I made a backlog of clips back in like September or August, right? And during one of those times, I was actually like out on like a little like 5-day break because I didn't stream for Saturday, so I had like a couple days off. I don't remember when, but that's when I created all of the clips that I posted, right? And if you've noticed, the clips have stopped. That's because I went through the whole backlog and I haven't like sat down and made more, right? And I like clipping. Clipping's easy, but it's also fun for me, right? Which is like, oh, that's perfect, right? But despite that, once I started streaming again, I couldn't sit down and be hyper engaged in clipping because like my mental space, I was like clocked out. I didn't think streaming would have such like a every time I think about streaming and I'm just thinking about like the toll it has on me, I'm just like, it's like dumb. It's dumb, you know? Like it shouldn't realistically, it shouldn't be like that. It shouldn't be like that. But it is. Wait, I'm gonna check something real quick. Is like all my audio dead? It is. Weird. All my audio is dead. All right, I'm just not gonna mess with it. I have to reset my computer after today's stream. I just hope to God that it doesn't mess with my mic. But yeah, yeah, like streaming in essence, right? And kind of how I'm gonna say is gonna like vilify it in my mind, right? And like I'm gonna say it in a way where I'm like, I hate streaming, right? But streaming is really the roadblock for me when it came to working on the things that that I liked working on. It was really rough. Because I just had no energy to do any of it, right? Like singing, you know. Singing is rough because you know, there are days you stream for there are days where you stream for like 4 hours minimum, right? And the rest of the days, you know, you're basically your voice hasn't fully recovered even after a 4-hour stream. And so it's like subpar. You're gonna feel subpar if you try to sing or record in between those stream days. The only days where like singing and recording felt viable and like realistic were actually Mondays, for me at least, right? Because you took Sundays off, you took Sundays and Mondays off, right? So you streamed on Saturday, and then you rested on Sunday, and then Monday came by and you do that. But then there's like other external things too, like oh, are we gonna go out? Oh, are you sick? Oh, are you gonna like, is your voice just not gonna be there? Are you gonna be like all mucusy and stuff like that? And for me personally, it's hard to control that. So it was always very like it was always a toss up. That's why working on music is I'm so inconsistent with it. The only time that I kind of pushed myself to do it, right, was my birthday. And the thing about that is that I hated that. It still gets views, my birthday cover, and it's surprisingly almost at 600, right? Fucking crazy to me, by the way. Jesus Christ. 600. Yeah. It's at 590. But yeah, I hated that. Me like not working on my own thing and really liking it. That's the thing. Me not being able to like sit down and like be absolutely sure that I like it is such, it sucks. I hated it. I didn't hate the process, but I definitely hated the idea of, especially for a kind of special occasion, right? Release something that I thought was subpar and expect people to like it only because there was effort put into it. You know what I mean? I think one of the worst things and one of the things that I hate the most about like the things I hate like most that like people unintentionally do, or like people's like pleasantries. This is the only time I don't like pleasantries, is when people say they like something out of like obligation. You know what I mean? I hate for this to go into like a numbers thing again, right? But you know, numbers, they speak, and if you say something and then you like it, I'm like, I'm glad you do. But there isn't a lot to back that up. Feel so wrong after. That's the thing, yeah. I know the thing is, I know people like to say like just release it, just go for it, right? It just feels discourteous, Discourteous isn't a word. Discourteous. You know what I mean? Like, especially for me, it's so hard. I constantly talk about I've been doing things online for quite a bit. I've I've had my fair share of experiences online, whether it be good or bad, right? And I've been around the block, right? I say that, and then I make something, and I'm like, oh, for an occasion, I'm like, oh, fine, I'm gonna put my magic to work, right? And then like you start doing it, and it's just like, wow, this fucking sucks. This is like it was okay at first, and then it just started like going down, and it kept going down, and I was just like, this isn't good, And then like the day comes, and it's just like, am I even gonna upload this? Like, it's not that great, and even then, right? It's betraying either the expectation of it's betraying the expectation of either, oh, uh he's gonna do something for today. Oh, I can't wait, right? Or, oh, this is really good. I'm gonna keep listening to this, something like that. Like that. It's you betray either of those, right? And it sucks. But that first one, right? That first feeling can be eliminated if if you get good. If I get good. And oh, hello. Hey, Ambrosia. What's up? How you doing? But yeah, that's exactly what it was like on my birthday. And I hate for that to happen again. Yes, yeah. My voice. Ugh. But yeah, that's definitely one of the things that I want to do over my time. Do more music. Like a lot more music. Like I've set this goal basically every year for the past like 5 years at this point, right? But every year I'm like, yo, you know what you got to do? You got to sit down, release a song every month, right? And I've said that for the past 5 years. I'm like, I'm going to do it. It's going to happen. It never happens. I start making the January song, and I'm like, this sucks. I cannot believe this. This is so ass. And then I hold out, and then it breaks. And then it's like I work on it when I feel like really good. But yeah, is there like, what else do people want to know? It's kind of, I don't know. I came on here, with the expectation of just talking about what'll happen, the future of Hase, right? But it's just like, what is that even, I don't even know. I'll be frank, this is such like This is very last minute. Me leaving. It's very very last minute. I At the beginning of the month, I was just like, wow, the year's gonna end, and all my series are gonna end soon too. I wonder, I wonder what I'm gonna be doing next. Yeah, that's valid. I get that. I get and understand that. You know what ends up happening, right? Is you work on something for so long and you work so hard to try to perfect it, and then there's a breaking point where it's just like, I'm over this, right? When that happens, when that moment happens, there's a choice, right? It's you release it, you release whatever you made right there and then, or you let it sit, or you leave it alone and you just let it sit. And the thing that justifies in your mind in the moment, what justifies letting it sit, right, is I just need a mental reset. I just need to sit back, come back to this in like a couple days or like a week, and I'll work on it again. The thing is, you never do. You never come back to it. And that that's the hurdle. that's the little pit right there. At least I never do. I always say that I'm like, I'm just gonna work on this again another time, and then I open up my computer and I'm like, I don't want to work on this, and then I leave. And then it's just like, oh, there's other things I want to do, and then I focus on those. What other stuff? But yeah, I get it. I understand that. What was I talking about before that? um yeah. Ba. What the fuck was I talking about? What was I talking about? I don't remember. But break, month, year. Oh yeah. Do a bunch more music. That's it. Work on everything else. That's what this is. Maybe I'll focus on some IRL stuff too. Not that my IRL life is a mess, right? It's pretty. I'm living pretty like comfortably. I just there are some things that I want to focus on. I don't want to like set this in stone, but I will say this on the stream. Like driving, that's something. That's something I think I need. My license. Focus on that. I don't know if people remember this, but I tried to learn how to drive while I was streaming like a long time ago. Like a year ago at this point, right? Like January this year, or like a couple months before that. And it was okay. I just need to. It was fine. It just stresses me out. Driving. That's another one of those things that I can't focus on. Also, I hate it. People suck. People suck on the road, off the road, everywhere. But like that stuff, maybe I'll focus on that too. The thing is, driving is such like a coordinated like thing. You know what I mean? Like hold up, give me 1 second. You know what I mean? Like not coordinated as in everything set in stone, but coordinated as in you need to fucking work with other people on the road in order to make it safe. People will not do that. One of the biggest turnoffs about like learning how to drive is the fact that the first like quote unquote like unspoken rule of driving is that everybody doesn't follow the rules. And I'm like, what are we doing here? And also, I don't want to like, I don't want to take the steps in order to learn. I don't want to take the steps to learn like those unspoken rules because you know what I mean? I think it's dumb. I think it's dumb. That you don't already learn them before you get your license. But to each their own, right? Most people really? I guess so. Fake licenses or like fake IDs. Yeah, I guess, yeah. But yeah, maybe I'll bite the bullet and just get it. It would be useful. I think it'd be useful. At least having the knowledge of knowing how to operate a motor vehicle would be useful. Even though I kind of already do. I just don't have the sense for it. You know what I mean? Like, why the hell am I the driver and I'm on like the left side of the car? You know what I mean? Let me sit in the middle. That's my bit. I fucking hate that. I'll stick to my own 2 legs for now. Yeah. The thing is, like, in America, you need driving for everything, man. You know what I mean? Like, America's so huge. And, like, being able to drive and, like, do your own thing. It gives you so much more individuality. But the thing is, like, it's hard for... I've been such a... I don't want to say dependent, but I've, like, you know, I've realized recently that I'm a very, like... I'm a very, like, what other people want kind of person, you know what I mean? I listen to more people than I, like, take my own action, you know? And the thing is, like, I'm so much to that fact that I don't even, like, do things for myself a lot of the time. But the thing is, I also don't do things for other people because I don't have the resources for that. So it's just like, Jesus Christ. Only your feet. Was it okay? I assume it's okay because I had an aunt that happened to. Someone ran over their feet and she was fine. Yeah. It's kind of, you know, the world. Oh, hit and run. They're willing to get a hit and run. It was just bruise. Yeah. Yeah, it's like it's people like that. You know what I mean? It's just like running, you know, like you run one red light and you run one bad red light and there's another person that's coming on that does have the right of way. That is like a 1500, a 15,000, 1500. I don't know what the prices are. Like fine or accident and with a bill that big, you know? Also, let's be fucking frank. I just remember this. In order to have a car, period, you need to have like a kind of solid job. No, those car bills aren't gonna pay for themselves. You know what I mean? Maybe yeah. Maybe driving will come later. Hold on, give me one second, guys. Sorry, I had to blow my nose. But yeah, you need a job for that. You know those bills and then like gas. You know what I mean? Who's getting the money for that? Not me. I still got $25 to my name. Look, it's up there. And those are already promised. So I got very tired all of a sudden. Yeah. Today won't be a long stream. The thing is, if you guys have like questions, I'm happy to answer them. Like am I gonna come back? Probably. I guess I'll go more into that. I said this already, but I will be gone for at least all of January. I will be gone for at least all of January, but there's a very high chance that I do not come back for a bit longer than that. January is like that I have to stop myself, you know what I mean? And then depending on kind of where I am, is where I'll decide if coming back in February or like waiting and like deciding to do other things is kind of whether that's the play, you know what I mean? Me leaving can last a month, it can last a year, it can last, I don't know, it really depends. It really depends because I have goals in mind. I have goals in mind. And whether I can keep up with them is kind of the biggest, is kind of what's that's dependent on, you know what I mean? Yeah. The thing is, it's so hard to step back from streaming because, well, first of all, you know, fucking repetition, right? You do something for 2 years, right? And it'll be like, yeah, of course I stream on Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturdays. What the fuck am I doing? You know what I mean? Like, today's the day to do it. but this is something that, you know, I think people will only feel this way when they get like quote unquote bigger than me, right? Or like it might be harder when you have like more numbers, but I don't know. I feel this way, and I think even with a smaller group of people, this might be even more harder, right? But to like step away from like, you know, a group of people that like that come by pretty consistently and they like come to hang out, and you like, you know, you've gotten to know like what their quote unquote like schedules are, or like why they come and stop by and what their reasons are. You know, it's kind of hard to stop that because not to say that they're kind of dependent on you, but it's like you're taking something away from them. When I say them, I mean you guys. You know what I mean? I don't know if that's coming off as very like high horsey, right? But taking a space away is kind of rough. It's kind of rough. I mean, there's still like the Discord, right? You can still like hang out there if you want, but like I don't know. I imagine no one feels this way, but like the imaginary person my friend is or my friends. The imaginary person in my mind is like this is their worst nightmare. This stream. Yo Zaf, what's up? How you doing? Like what's gonna happen to the Hase streams? Will they come back? Will they be the same when they come back? I liked Hase when before he went on break, that kind of thing. So despite the fact that, you know, the chance that I come back is very high, if almost guaranteed, we just don't know when. It won't be the same. And in that like set of circumstances, right? This will be the last Hase stream. You know what I mean? At least at this point where we are right now. Where it's like we don't know how much will change by the time I come back. That's rough. That's rough. I'm having a hard time taking that in. Hmm. Hmm. Again, people probably don't feel that way, right? I assume the people who stop by the stream, right? Even the regulars, they have like their own stream, like their own like, not just me, you know, like. But like you know, their own like group of content creators or like streamers that they watch, right? But you know, for me, who Hase has been my entire fucking Hase is the only one that I watch, you know. It's like what's gonna happen now? I've been here for every single stream. Why? I am him. I don't know. I'm gonna cope a little bit and be like, what good were Hase streams anyways? Let's be frank. That'll make me feel a lot less conflicted about it. Hase streams were shit. And then I'll look back like 6 months from now, I still haven't streamed again. And I'll be like, those were the good times. Hmm. But yeah, you'll do fine without me. The thing is, right? I like preach this like pretty regularly, right? But like Hase should not Hase should not be like your Oshi. You know what I mean? Hase shouldn't be like a top priority, like anywhere near your top priorities. I always kind of preach kind of this the focus on yourself first like agenda, you know, and I still believe that, right? And I still absolutely believe that. And because of that, right, it's easier to assume that people won't be affected much by this. I've set the lay I've put the lay of the land out. I've been setting this up from the beginning when this was gonna happen. Sometimes it's just how you gotta cope. But yeah, I mean, what else is there to talk about, really? You know what I saw recently? Sorry for this is Stark. When I was gonna set up stream, right? I was looking at well, you know, when I go onto when I set up stream, I have to look at my YouTube studio. And because of that, it loads up the homepage first. And I was looking, or well, I was gonna click on the button to go to the live page, right? Or whatever. But out of the corner of my eye, I see like, cause one of the sections that that's on the homepage is like the most viewed videos on your channel from the last 48 hours, and I'm like, oh, you know, it's the same. It'll probably be like the most recent stream. It'll have like 2 or 3 views, right? Tell me why the most watched video on my channel in the last 48 hours is the Hungarian Duolingo stream. Who is watching that? It's one of you. Who the hell turned back the clock like 2 years and was like, I gotta watch this stream again? I got it. Duolingo the bird went back to watch its own stream. What the hell? What are you doing around here? Yeah, I hear bird. It was really funny because I was like, seriously, that stream is 2 years old. That stream is so old. Was that content? Again, I think this is just me being like, this is content that's like out of like not my interest range, but like outside of my like, I wouldn't get it, you know what I mean? But I was just like, why? What is this here? What is what is so good about this? I just found it really funny though. Is there anything else to talk about? I've talked about what's gonna happen during the break, what I'm gonna do during the break, kind of my reasons. What's gonna happen in the future? Oh yeah, well, when I do decide to come back, right? there will probably be a. First of all, I said this already, but I have goals that I want to reach before I come back to streaming. Right? There are goals. Um, I don't. I've said what an example goal. I don't know if I'm actually gonna go through with it or not. But when I come back, there will be stark changes, specifically in kind of not how I hold myself, but kind of my reputation. Hopefully, my reputation is the best way to put it. And then the thing is, if I do come back to streaming, it'll be different. It'll be like what I was talking about earlier, the doing, instead of doing like a consistent streaming, I would probably do it in like bursts. I play one game and then I go away for like a bit to do like some other work, and then I come back and I play another game, instead of the whole like 3 series running. And like consistently, like I'd much rather do the bursts, just so I can actually get stuff done. But yeah, I don't I don't know. I don't know. The thing is, I don't have any more to talk about. I don't have any more to talk about, but I don't want to end it right now because it's only been an hour. And after that, it'll be done, you know? That'll be it. I guess I should do some reflecting, huh? This is the last stream before the end of the year. I might as well. Completely forgot about that. What was the first stream this year? The first stream of the year was... Let me just find out. Encam. I did stream Eternal Return. Ooh. Was it around this area? Because I did play Is Origins. Man, or not Is Origins. Oh my god, Is 1 and 2 were a year ago? Okay, let me just check. This was... Okay. Oh, was I playing Yangtze River? Was Yangtze River my last stream? Was... Where is it? Yangtze River. This is... Oh. Was it? Yangtze River. Yangtze River, episode 4. What a good game. Yep. Youngster River episode 4. That was a good game. Oh man, is there really anything to reflect about? Youngster River, good game. Then this was also when I was playing Stronova, right? I quit Stronova in February. I remember it was like February 11th is when I stopped playing. And it was just because why did I quit Stronova? Was it getting dull? Was it the people? I do, when it comes to games like Stronova, right? And like Marvel Rivals, I kind of put them in the same category. They tend to get really dull really quickly for me. Like Marvel Rivals got really dull for me really quickly because there's like you're shooting people. there's nothing engaging about that, right? To me. Maybe it was that. Maybe it was the bad people. But yeah, I stopped playing Stronova. And then I played Eternal Return, and then this is when I got fucking flamed that one game. And then I stopped playing a bit after that. Alliance Alive, one of the unexpectedly longest series. This game was like, this series was 12 parts. That took 3 months to play. I think Disco Elysium was shorter than that. It was. I did the hand cam. Oh, this hand cam. Yes. The wooden pedal hand cam. You know, I might as well just share my screen. Hold up. Let me just. Hold up. Give me a second. What are you two doing on here? Get out of here. You guys aren't on this stream. Let me just. Get out of here. What the hell? Who do you think you are? Gosh. That Eternal Return stream, it was fun, but goddamn, were we playing so bad. I look back at that stream still. It's a really funny stream, actually. The Eternal Return stream. If you missed it, go watch it. Is show cursor on? I do want to show cursor. It is, okay. Yeah, so the year started here. And then Eternal Return, I did play it. And then this hand cam, the not puzzle hand cam. This was really funny because there was a point where I broke the thing. I remember this. I'm using foundation number 5. When did I break it? I just want to see when I broke it. Was this it? No. Oh, wow. I'm like really bad at filming this. Reflection number 1. Get better at hand camming. Damn, that's sketchy. Do you really want to do that? God damn. You could see it shaking. When did I break the thing? Yeah, this was just annoying just because it was just a bunch of putting flowers onto sticks. God, you could see all like the wood shavings on my desk. Oh, is this it? Oh, yeah, this was it. Oh, yeah, I'm like pointing at it. I'm like, I gotta put it on there. Fucking great job, man. And then I'm just, what do I do? I'm just putting it all right here. And well, I'm trying to stick it back right. I can't hear it, so I don't know what I'm saying. I wish I could hear it. I wish I could hear it. He's probably yelling about something. All right, what else is here? We'll get to you in a second. Yes, this hand cam and then more Disco Elysium. Disco Elysium. What a cool series. What a cool game. I wish I had I wish I was prepared for it more because I could have finished that game way earlier if I just locked in for like a couple, like these first few streams. I definitely could have done it. But then, okay, and then I didn't know what to do on Saturday, so I played this Toho game. I still have this in my Steam. I never finished it. This is the only time I played this game. And then I got sick. I got so sick, but I came back. Damn, I missed it. Oh shit! Wait, I played Fields of Mystery on this stream. I thought it was just me talking. Wait, what? I did? Oh, Hina's in this stream. Why does it keep taking me back to the top, man? I just want to look. Let me see. But yeah, Fields of Mystery. Yeah, this is when Fields of Mystery started, huh? Mysteria. While I was, it became the Saturday staple. Alliance Alive, Disco Elysium, Mysteria. This was supposed to be Alliance Alive, but I didn't want to play it. So this and then Mysteria. Then these streams. And then I didn't want to play Mysteria, so I did this stream. The recording stream. IQ, and then I registered. It was cool. It had a lot of cool like moments. Like the one that I clipped, right? This moment was really funny. Loco Dodo runs into a racist. You're about to let your fuck you. Oh my god, wait. Fuck. This was really funny. And there are a lot of fucking big twists in Disco Elysium that like you kind of had to be there for. Let's see. So we played Disco Elysium again. We played. I recorded this. I haven't done this in 2 years. That's true. That's true. The last time I did something like this was all the way back in. Oh brother, look at these streams. Look at all these. Oh, Valentia. Oh my god. Oh, these streams. Oh, they're so old. Oh, to the moon. Oh god. Oh, there it is, the Hungarian stream. Oh my god, these streams are crazy old. Paranormal Site, banger series, by the way. Love that game. Yeah, this stream. I remember this stream for a couple of reasons. One, it was the first stream that I decided to sing on. Yeah. And this is when I still worked on Audacity too. That's crazy. I work in Reaper now. Yeah, so I was working on a script at first, and I talked about my favorite candies at some point. And then I started talking about Puss in Boots at some point, right? Oh no, I don't know where it is. Can't find it. But yeah. This is before, look at this. I didn't have a PNG back then. It was just my icon. The icon that boy drew for me. Enough of that. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? So we played. What the fuck? Did it just repeat? It did, didn't it? There you go. Wait, why does this look weird now? Whatever. It looks weird. This looks like really weird. It did repeat, by the way. What the fuck? Do you see this? I'm in like an infinite. Oh my. Oh, the puzzle stream. The puzzle stream. And it looped it twice. Puzzle stream number 1, then puzzle stream number 2. There was a secret set of like 30 streams that I did that no one knows about. Alright, please load normally this time. Kind of ticked me off. Alright. Return of the Century. Yes, yes, yes. Alliance Alive. Alliance Alive was the most like not game, but it was so like filler in my mind, where I was just like, I'm just playing this because I have it. Not to say that it was a bad game. I think it was a good game, but it wasn't like amazing. You know, I think Disco Elysium was better than Alliance Alive, but they're two different genres. So how do you compare them? But yeah, so I did this stream, and then Alliance Alive, then Fields of Mystria, then this repeated for a little bit, and then we finished Disco Elysium, and then we went to Stafford Case, my favorite game. I love Stafford Case. Stafford Case number 1, Stafford Case number 2, and then we went. Oh, right. Okay, this is what happened. I needed to fill a space. What game was this for? Was this for Tuesday? This was for Tuesday. We finished Alliance Alive. This stream, I think, right? And then the Faded, the one and only. I was about to say 8 streams. 9 streams of this. If you add all this up, this is crazy. This is a crazy amount of time. 6, 12, 18. Wait, 6, 13, 19. 19, 26, 30, 39, 41, 52 hours. Whoopsies. Fifty-two hours of just puzzle, all in the span of a week. Because each part, right? Each part of the stream is 1 day. I remember. One, two, three. But yeah, this took a whole week, and then Kingdom Hearts BBS started. Really good game. This is I still like it more than 1. BBS was a way better game than 1. And then Stafford Case, Field of Mysteria, and then birthday. This is when the birthday stuff happened. Yes, the birthday thing. I talked about this. Kingdom Hearts, Stafford Case, Mario Party, another secret banger stream. No one watched it, but this stream was really cool and fun. It was really fun stream. Even if I played Mario Party by myself. Sometimes that's all you need. Solo Mario Party. This was fun, and then Kingdom Hearts, Stafford, and then this was supposed to be a karaoke stream. I remember this. But I didn't feel good, so I just pivoted to tier listing, right? Nope. Oh my god. Remember when this was the thing? Holy shit. Yes, though, if I could beat an animal in a tier list. Are you gonna beat up a Black Widow? Oh my god. Sorry the scaredies. People who are scared of spiders. I don't know why we were talking about that. Lobster. Zebra. Horse. Gorilla. These should both be up here. What damage am I doing to a horse? But those are like fairly recent compared to like everything that to what I expected. 6 months ago was not recent. Actually, that is kind of recent. 7 months ago, and then we played Stafford Reborn because we finished Stafford Case. We were still playing BBS at this point. We played Mouthwashing, another secret banger. How did no one watch this stream? And this is really good. More BBS. Lie Eat that I played for 2 weeks. This was also a really good game. Sad no one watched it. I like this way better than One Bit Heart. And I didn't play through all of Alice Mare, which I'd love to actually play through again. Then the karaoke stream. The only karaoke stream this week or this year, huh? Yeah. Sorry, gamers. No karaoke streams this week. Karaoke's are a toll on me too. You know how much pride has to go out the window in order for me to do a karaoke stream? You listen to the end of this stream, I was fucking dying by the end of it. Where's my Yeah, they could just fucking deck you, right? It's just like one bad positioning and a leg foot to the torso will do you in. This stream was a hassle. And then Postionomics starts. This was okay. Postionomics was okay. Um, it's hard to describe how I felt about Pushonomics because I didn't play through a lot of it. Oh, the biggest thing about Pushonomics is that it stressed me the fuck out. Pushonomics was so stressful for me because it's like, oh, you have a set time limit before this thing happens. Oh, you have to manage all your resources to make sure you have all this. Oh, you fucked up. You can't. This isn't. You fucked up the thing. You can't do this now. And I'm like, fuck. You know, stuff like that stresses me out, man. Kind of not doing things perfectly and the most efficient before whatever happens is really stressful. And then I only played that for 2 weeks, I think. One of those weeks being me having to fix my laundry. I remember that. Imagine doing karaoke streams every week. That's what I'm saying, dude. How do you do that? Isn't that unbelievably like difficult? I hate that. Not that I hate that, but I could do it, but it'd be a hassle. You know? But yeah, BBS, so Pushonomics and BBS. And then, yo, wait, we started fucking Ace Attorney 6 months ago? That's crazy. What the hell? Yeah, Pushonomics and then BBS and then Ace Attorney. That, oh my god, look at that. So damn nostalgic. Looking back at that now is just like, yeah, that did happen. Those events did in fact occur. Ace Attorney, played Pushonomics again, and then we played Lobotomy Corp. I keep looking back at this stream and being like, I didn't like it. It was okay. I like Lobotomy Corp. It's just Project Moon as a whole. You know, it's as a streamer, it's hard to get into it just because there's gonna be people, you know. If anything, Lobotomy Corp is the biggest example of like why streaming is kind of a pain in the ass. Because it's like there's gonna be people in your channel. They're gonna be like, do this, do that, or like play this, or like they're gonna be like the silent judgment, you know what I mean? Like viewer. And I'm just like, this sucks. Like I said, I'd probably stick Lobotomy Corp behind a paywall if I do decide to play it. But I don't even know the legality of that, so who knows if it'll happen. Kingdom Hearts, Ace Attorney. Oh, we finished Kingdom Hearts at this point, no? Is this the last Kingdom Hearts episode? I think it is. Is it? Wow. Oh, it's because the stream crashed. I remembered. It is. This is the last episode, isn't it? Because Aqua fights Shadow Boy, and then it goes into the whole epilogue thing, right? Yes, this is the epilogue. Oh man, looking at BBS, man, it makes me like, God, that was a good game. I do like BBS a lot. But yeah, we finished BBS and then we started Spiritfarer. Oh my God. Spiritfarer, the like sit down talk kind of, not waste time, but kind of just doing whatever game. Yeah, that's the game to do it. This was not that this game was kind of like it wasn't boring, but it was a trek. There, like, these last couple streams were a trek. Like these streams were fine. We were making progress and stuff, but there were some times where it just felt so slow. Like every time you went to fucking move the ship, god damn, dude. I did cry at the end though, so it did its job. All right. So we did that. We played Fields of Mystery again. This is one of these has Robins in them, right? Yeah, there he is. What is this? I don't remember this. What is this? I don't remember this. Was this this? I assume this was a limit testing stream, but for what? I'm not playing anything. Remember this? Remember this thing? Is it the wrong time to watch stream? Blunt and unwelcoming as ever. Yep, that's me. I continue to push that agenda. That agenda is my favorite. All right, let's see. I did play Uma at some point. Dun, 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 dun. This was the biggest hint to find out who I liked, by the way. Because I had said at some point that she had appeared in one of my thumbnails. I don't know if me zooming in will, like, actually, no, it won't. It's just going to do this. That's her hairpiece. That is Nice Nature's hairpiece. I painstakingly edited that out by hand just to put it on the goddamn horse meme. Let's see. Oh, is this to test out Uma? I guess so. I remember Uma lagging a bit when I played it. Yes, so Ace Attorney, Spiritfarer, Fields of Mystria. Then we've played Fate Trigger for a little bit. This game ran terribly, so it wasn't a long stream. Fields of Mystria. Oh, this is the last Fields of Mystria stream. It was, right? This is the one where I like... Yeah, I remember. Spiritfarer... Spiritfarer... And then... Oh, this is when we started the Terraria shit. Also, what the fuck? I numbered this one, but I didn't number the rest of them. It was just a fucking, like, you better guess which one this is. Which one's this one? Because at first I put the newbie. If I only thought about that, I would have won. The one time, yeah, the one time I played Uma Musume. First of all, not even using the name of the game, saying that damn horse game, and then seeing Nice Nature right there. Have I mean, did I bring that up during that whole thing, that I played Uma Musume at one point? I probably didn't, but only because if you did find out that I did, you'd look for it and then you'd find out who it was. As I probably didn't say who, or I probably didn't say if I played the game or not, which is like mega cheating, but at the same time, everybody would have won at that point, and everybody still did. Terraria, then Spiritfarer, and then we were on this rotation for a little bit, and then we played Grand Blue. I still want to go back to this game, by the way. This game is really cool. What a cool game. I'm just bad at it, so. And more than Grand Blue, I kind of want to focus on Eternal Return right now. And then we finished Spiritfarer, and then we went into Kingdom Hearts. Okay, when you walk away, and then we were stuck in this little thing for a little bit. I did the the bad egoist talk, which I talk about a bit of. I showed off some like raws, I think. Yeah, these are raws. Yeah, I think these are raws. Oh no, these are tuned. I showed off tuned. I showed off kind of my mixing process. Yep. And is that it? I think that's it. Everything else is kind of like repetition at this point. Terraria, Kingdom Hearts, Terraria, Ace Attorney, Kingdom Hearts. Kingdom Hearts, Ace Attorney, Terraria, 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 Kingdom Hearts, stress testing. Oh, this is when I got the RAM. I remember that. This was a month ago? The RAM was a month ago. Welcome. Did I? I wonder if I showed off the C6. Yeah, you better be. You better be flabbergasted. That was hard. I talked about that during that stream. That song was hard as fuck. Jeez Louise. I like I sat in my room for like 2 weeks just being like, it has to be like this. It has to be like this. Singing, yelling. My dad told me about it at one point. He's like, I can hear you from downstairs. And I'm like, yeah. Deal with it. Ace Attorney. Ace Attorney, Terraria, Kingdom Hearts, not Ace Attorney, Terraria, Ace Attorney, what? And then the art stream, and then Kingdom Hearts, Ace Attorney, art stream again. Kingdom Hearts, Ace Attorney, Terraria, Kingdom Hearts. Oh, and then the concert. Yeah, this is the concert, and then yeah, we're here. And then turn, fun. Was there anything that was like really eventful? Did anything happen outside of my stream that like I can think of? Like that might have been like not interesting, but like might have happened. Like was there a song that I was in that I don't know about? I don't remember. This is all just my old things. Look at how old this one. This is 3 years old. I have been here for 3 years. Jesus Christ. Don't listen to this, by the way. These suck. This shit's bad. You can listen to Unforgiven or this one. I never properly like promoted this, right? But I am here somewhere. This is for Mafu. Oh, there I am. There it is. Yeah. Yeah. I have to catch you off guard. That's exactly that's exactly what that song was meant to do. It was the gotcha gap get gapped. I sing like that in this song too, but you just can't hear me. There's a lot of people in this. Like too many people. Yeah, that was fun. I like the song, so. Yeah, I guess I wasn't part of anything else other than the Unforgiven. It's right there. I'm glad you said that. I'm gonna sing like that more, probably. Here's the thing, I haven't been singing much lately just because well, right now I'm sick, but just I'm focusing on other things right now. But that's one of my goals. I want to sing like that more, you know. I don't get to sing like that often. Or when I do sing like that, it's very hard. I'll keep trying to top Unforgiven. That's But yeah. If I had to reflect on this year, it'd be uneventful. Pretty. If I'm being honest, not a lot of things happened. I played a bunch of games. You know, there wasn't any like, there wasn't anything like big that happened. You know, no big changes. I guess the 200 something was the biggest change, right? You know, you introduced the Weedos, the ye old Weedos. Where's the Weedo? Where is he not on the screen? I'll just go back. Hello, Weedo. Oh yeah, I never talked about. Oh my god, my throat. I never talked about replacing Corey, which is unfortunate. We had to replace fuckboy Corey because not for any particular reason. I replaced him because I didn't notice this, but Corey wasn't in my flash drive. So when I tried to import all my OBS scenes over to this computer, they were like, "We can't find this file," and I was like, "Oh, really?" But then I was just like, you know, nothing on my stream is legally binding other than Fucktoy Corey. Fuckboy Corey? I forget what his name is. And so I was like, we could probably get rid of him. But there was an empty space in my heart when he was gone. So I replaced him with a Weedo. My Weedo. This is my Weedo. And nothing else on this screen is legally binding. Especially not the Final Fantasy Dodo with the hat. You know what? I forgot what that bit is. You know, I have the piece by Fuyu, right? Good friend Fuyu. I wonder if it'll pop up. And I don't know if I've ever talked about that piece, but he says it's based off of that dodo up there. I wonder if it'll pop up at some point, because it is like me in like an Azure lane. Like a fleet uniform. Marine Corps. Hi, Creamsicle Man. But yeah. It's almost been 2 hours. Like I said, I'm sick, so I do want to kind of end early. Well, not that it's early. I've just kind of been stalling, in all honesty. But the thing is, I also wanted to stall just because this is the last stream. Should I say that? Should I say this is the last stream just because it'll really let it set in? Like, you won't see me for the next little bit. You know, like it'll be a long time. But yeah, yeah. Let me just go over my plan again, just for like the people who don't know, or like just to be reminded or to set expectations. People who don't want to watch the rest of this stream and just want to see what the plan is, right? I will be gone for at least a month. How long I will be gone is dependent on certain criteria, secret criteria that I've kept to myself. Because the last thing I want is to tell it to you guys, and whenever something happens, right, it's like, oh, he's gonna come back. I do not want that to happen. I will be mainly focusing on my music and focusing on maybe my connections with other creators, as well as hopefully clipping and maybe having people remember the good times of Hase over the years, right? Because I'll definitely have the energy to do that once I take a little bit off, right? I'll be gone for a month. How long will criteria? Do not wait for me, please. I don't want to. I was gonna say live your own lives, but like I don't. You guys already were. I've set that expectation already. I've set that expectation. Focus on your own lives before you come back to me, right? Focus on your own lives before even thinking of me, you know. If I have one last wish before I leave, that it's that live your life to its fullest, please. Is that it? Time, reason, requests. If you want to hang out somewhere, if there's ever a place to remind you that Hase exists, there's the Discord that's run by Cerseus, who isn't here. I expected them to be here, but I just think that he's asleep. So I'm not too depressed about that. Yeah, the main purpose is to just so I can make more cool things. I can make more cool things and hopefully make a living off of this. I think this year there won't, I don't know if there'll be change. I can't promise there will be like better things, right? But this year is going to be different. It's going to be different. And whether that's for better or for worse, you know, we'll see, right? But yeah. Anything else to talk about? It is quite sad. It's quite sad. having it's sad. It's healthy because I'm sitting here and I'm cutting it off. You know what I mean? Like there's a solid cutoff for the streams, but also like there's a sense of like you know you have to face the feelings head on rather than like if I just stop streaming one day. I think it's better for me and also better for you guys, and I want to do that for you guys. And that's another reason why I want to take this time off, just so I want to make better things for people. You know what I mean? I have this like imaginary like set of expectations that I think people expect from me, especially when it comes to like outsider streaming, right? And I feel like I haven't been able to meet those, right? With my music, with my clips, with, you know, anything else really. And I'm going to take the time to try to meet them, right? Because I think that's what you guys deserve. But yeah, I think this will be it. I think it is time. Strange. It's strange. It feels I'm not graduating. It feels weird to press the stop streaming button today. It's not like I'm gonna be gone. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna be like, I'll still be here in a sense. It feels weird today. I'll still be here, right? Hey, hold up. Before I do that, I'm just gonna do this real quick. I don't know why this isn't. My like my OBS signed me out of my signed me out of my Google account for some reason. What the fuck? It is me, dude. Yes, please. Thank you. All right. Well, I feel like there should be more. I don't like I didn't prepare anything for the end, so like but there not like from you guys, but like I should be feeling like not even feeling more. It's weird. This is weird. This is weird. You know what? Well, we're here. It's ending. For real this time. I'll be gone for a little bit. Take care. Go live your lives. When I come back, I'll be better than ever. I'll be someone who deserves to be called your Oshi. Did you just call me? I'll be someone who can be worthy of the title Dodo King. Damn, this is rough. This is like kind of rough. All right, let me just loud music. Hold up. Damn, this is okay. Bye. I'll see you guys. Next time I see you guys, things will change. Things will be so different. But until next time, bye-bye. Bye.